guys, thanks for tuning in. Quick little video today. I want to talk about AR-15, specifically AR-15 barrels. I get a lot of questions. There's a lot of new gun owners out there, and with parts becoming much more available for these and complete rifles becoming much more available and very affordable, you can walk into Walmart right now and pick up an AR-15 for about $6.99. A lot of people are jumping on the AR bandwagon, and with good reason. They're good rifles. But a lot of new people that have never owned an AR before, a lot of new gun owners. So I get a lot of questions asking me about the barrels on these things, because I've said many times before, between the barrel and the bolt carrier group, that's the heart of your rifle, so you want to make sure you get a good one. So I wanted to put a little bit of information out there, quick little video, kind of give you some tips on things to look for when buying an AR-15, specifically when it comes to the barrel. First thing, whether or not to go with cold hammer forged barrels or just regular CMV mil-spec barrels. Basically, the difference is how they're manufactured, but as far as you're concerned, the difference is the fact that cold hammer forged barrels have a little bit longer lifespan, they're a little bit tougher because of how they're manufactured. Now, that doesn't mean that regular CMV mil-spec barrels are bad at all, okay? They're great barrels. 95% of the AR shooting population shoots CMV, regular mil-spec barrels, and they last perfectly fine. I mean, they do very, very well. But if you plan on being a heavy shooter, you're gonna go out and shoot 500 rounds, 1,000 rounds every weekend or something like that, it's worth the extra 75 bucks or so to upgrade your barrel to a cold hammer forged barrel, get a little bit more life out of your barrel. Next thing, chrome lining. I recommend chrome lining because it's easier to clean, and because most of us out there, that's what we really are concerned about, because it's gonna prevent rust. It's going to be easier to clean, so if you shoot cheaper, dirtier, steel-cased ammo, things like that, ARs are already dirty rifles, and anything that makes them a little bit easier to clean is a good thing. Now, if you're buying a rifle for hunting or long-distance accuracy shooting, chrome lining can cause some accuracy issues at greater distances. Now, for most of us, I shoot under 300 yards with this thing, and so I do not notice any sort of accuracy issues at all. But if you plan on going out and shooting 500, 600, 700 yards or further, and you're trying to shoot targets like this, stay away from chrome lining, okay? Because at those distances, shooting targets that big, you know what I mean, you're going to notice the difference, all right? So keep that in mind. Next, we've got the barrel profile, or the type of barrel. You hear people say things like heavy barrel, pencil barrel, M4 barrel, that kind of thing, okay? Basically, that boils down to the thickness of the barrel, at least as far as you're concerned, okay? My recommendation, stick with a heavier barrel, because the heavier the barrel, the longer it's going to last, okay? More metal around there means that heat doesn't affect the rifling and the barrel itself as much. A thinner barrel, heat affects it more, so the more you shoot it, less it's going to last. So keep that in mind. Always recommend a heavier barrel. Last but certainly not least is going to be barrel twist rates, all right? You hear people say things like 1 in 7, 1 in 9, that kind of thing. Basically what it boils down to, let's say 1 in 7, for instance, means that it makes one full rotation every 7 inches of the barrel. Now, where does this come into play? Well, it comes into play depending on the type of ammo you're going to shoot, okay? If you're going to be shooting nothing but 55 grain, cheaper ammo all the time, then 1 in 9 is going to work fine for you, okay? If, however, you're going to be shooting heavier, longer bullets, like 62 grain, also on top of the 55 grains, you're going to want to go with something like a 1 in 7, because a 1 in 7 is going to help stabilize those heavier bullets much easier than a 1 in 9 will. Now, you have some in between, like a 1 in 8. I don't have a lot of experience in that. Most of my experience is in 1 in 7 or 1 in 9. I recommend 1 in 7 because it allows you to shoot more types of ammo without having too many accuracy problems. That's just my personal experience. Some people may tell you differently, but definitely that's what I would recommend. So in the end, my ideal perfect barrel is going to be a cold hammer forged, chrome line, 1 in 7 twist, kind of a heavier profile barrel. I think that's going to give you the best luck with your barrel, the longest lifespan, and just all around be a good, tough barrel for you. So there you go. That's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. And remember, enjoy those rifles.